Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Maple Hollow Farm, our journey into the creative mods by Wildflour, Lumisteria, including the Sunberry village mods, and visit Mount Vapius along with a host of other goodies as well. Our last video was the month of fall in year one, and now we are into winter of year one, and we start off with living off the land. A winter, a time when all the world goes quiet. Now's a great time to do some mining, fishing and gathering, upgrade your tools in preparation, or get your local carpenter to build something on your farm, all of which we will do this month. So, Robin will finish our building in a day, and it's Krubus's birthday. So to our mail, Clint gave us the Romanesco pasta recipe, which is from the Visit Mount Vapius mod. And due to our farm, we can unlock now the winter farm bundle, from the Four Seasons map, the Wildflower Four Seasons map. Now, this one, I would say, other than the spring bundle, was probably the trickiest to do, just in terms of it needed quite a few things. But we changed our fall goals to our winter goals, and the first one, of course, is unlock the winter farm. We also had get into the 15th level of Sunberry Mines and to unlock the Vault bundle. I created my winter outfit, which was very cute, if I say so myself. We decided to clear out our farm, our spring farm that is, of all the detritus. It'll be quite a while before we get the golden clock, so this is something we're going to have to just get used to, I suppose. This is our barn, and we had made some salt spring cheese, which is a delicacy from Mount Vapius. And we had all of our setup pretty nice in here. I'm very happy with the way this barn is. And all of our lovely animals. We went to Clint, who gave us a treasure chest and chipped amphora and the mystery hat, which I really love. We then decided to upgrade our tools. The first one being, of course, the pickaxe, the most important, to a gold pickaxe. We then went to Ari's market to see what seeds he had on offer. He had some winter seeds, carob sapling, some fertilizers, not too much in winter, the basics, which is pretty much what you'd expect. We then had another quest from the Sunberry village mod, and we decided to get more flowers for Jumana. And we needed to drop off 10 wild mustards. We also chose another quest, and we chose the community cleanup quest. We gave Krobus a diamond on his birthday. I got the monster egg, which is from the resource chickens mod, and it will hatch basically a load of monster goodies, which is pretty useful. We got the trash catalogue as well. We then went back to Pierre's, and I got a load of flower seeds from the Lumisteria mod that adds a load of different flowers, the Serene Meadows mod. The author of which is, the author made the Mount Vapius mods as well as a couple of other little mods that we've got in here. A fantastic mod author. We then went into the saloon, and we had a little cutscene with Ari. Is something wrong with your drink, Ari? I can replace it if you like. No, I'm sorry. My wasn't at your drink. It's great, thank you. Do you want to talk about it? Gus, the ever-helpful barkeep. Hold on. Ari downs his drink. I don't understand. How do people socialise? I feel like I lost that ability the moment I... Well, that's a good question. I never really have to think about it. It just happens, you know? Why don't you hang out with Elias and Willie? You know Elias, obviously, considering he's your ex-husband. No, I don't want to be a bother. I'll just hang out here. think he's got a bit of social anxiety. And we brought Gus an orange. We then looked at what he had to offer in his shop and bought a sticky mushroom rice recipe and not the triple espresso shot. We went to go and give George a leak and got this cutscene. Thanks, miss. It happened 30 years ago. I was working in the coal mines. We were near the end of our shift, but there was one last seam that needed to be broken up. I went in there aiming to set off a stick of dynamite, but my foot slipped and I dropped it. The dynamite went off. The next thing I remember, I was in a hospital. You probably figured I was just too old to walk. Well, I have you know, I'd be sprier than a spring chicken if I hadn't been in that accident. You've been real nice to me, miss. I appreciate it. When you're old, you start to forget that anyone cares about you. Oh, bless George. We love George. And I gave George his leek. We got him up to 7 hearts. We then did some foraging. And turns out you can't make a sapling from the cindersap cinnamon. I'm not sure if they come as shrubs or bushes or saplings, or they're only a forageable item. I'll have to check that. We did a little bit of decorating before we went to bed. And we did some more decorating in the barn. And that was day 1 of winter year 1. Day 2, we went and dropped off our dried goods in the winter farm bundle. And our friend Gus gave us a little treat of a roots platter. Oh, sorry, vegetable medley. And then we got 3 cindersap cinnamon from the Wildflower mod that gives us a like monthly newsletter, which is very helpful. And Robin let us know about a wood chipper, which can break hardwood into several pieces of regular wood. Mi Young also gave us some tips about Jimona's flowers and gave us some cyclamen seeds. And Willie asked us to catch a squid. I'll add it to the list, Willie. We then had enough cinnamon to add that to the bundle. We went to Clint's to open up some geodes. And then we donated them what we could do to the museum, which was now looking quite full. We made our way to the cat cafe in Sunberry village and had this cutscene. Alright, Chestnut, jump. Good boy, here's your treat. Oh, hey Fern, you've just walked in on an exclusive club meeting. You interested? Why don't you ask Bean here to jump? You can give him a treat after. You tell Bean to jump. Praise Bean and give him a treat. I like hanging out here with them. They're entertaining and you can just talk about things while they groom themselves and ignore you. Alright, who's next? You can tell the writer clearly has cats. Followed up by this cutscene with Amina, who thanked us for helping her with their homework today, because their mum has been really busy recently. Of course, sweetheart. Let your mum know we're always here. You're welcome if you need help with schoolwork. Why don't we take a quick wait before we move on? Let me get you a snack. You know, muffins are my dad's favourite. I miss my dad. I wish I could see him more often. Do you see your dad often, Diala? Not really. I try to visit every now and then. It's just a little complicated, darling. I'm sure your dad misses you too, though. Why don't we start working again so you can get back home and tell him all about what you learned today? Let me take over, Diala. You get some rest. She's so caring. They love each other. We said hello to Moon, who said she saw Diala cry. Moon hopes Diala is okay. What a sweet little bean. We then gave her a gift she does not like very much, so that probably didn't help her. Celestine and Adelaide are so cute. Derry and I visited Mount Vapius on our day off and saw them holding hands on a bench. I can't wait to grow old with someone like that. How cute. Oh, Fern, this is beautiful. Diala loves crystals and rocks, by the way, if anyone wants to give her good gifts. We then went into our keg attic. And we went ahead and found the little hidden shadow person in the trees. Take it, it looks so valuable I couldn't help myself. Magnifying glass it is. We then went on to the 100th floor of the mines to go fishing. And we caught a lava eel, which is pretty handy. And then we finished the community cleanup bundle, which gave us 500 gold. Thanks, Linus. We reshuffled our rail yard tapper area. Just to make it look a little bit neater. And of course we fertilise them as well. We found a secret note. One day I will do all of them, but it's not today. The raccoon shivers and hugs his scarf tighter. You wonder who knitted that for him. We then had a cutscene with Linus outside of Robin's house. Oh, it's Linus, right? Are you hungry? I can make you some lunch. How about some leftover carrot cake? That's very nice of you, but I've had lunch today. Fern, you look like you have something to say. I'm just pleased Linus is doing well. Thanks, Fern. You had me worried there. I thought you were going to ask me to move on to the farm with you. I also love this little mod that changes Linus to be kind of a seasonal bushman. It's very in keeping with Linus, I think. And he's happy being free. We found a void egg in the Foragers, Nooks and Crannies plants area. And picked up a couple of saplings and some fruit as well. We found a blossom coin, which is extremely rare and handy. And then we got some of our strength back because we had none. And we needed it along with these 2 mooncakes that we ate to go squid fishing. And we caught our first squid. And then stayed at the beach until we had caught enough to complete the bundle that we needed for our winter farm and for Willy as well. Which we then dropped off at 10 to 1 in the morning. And we saw that we needed some walleye, which has to be raining for, so luckily we had enough items to make a rain totem, and then we ran to bed because the time before bedtime when you pass out terrifies me. And we hit level 7 fishing. We also made a nice chunk of change of 27,600 gold. Bandito gave us some driftwood, which is super nice of him. We read our mail of Diala's hot chocolate recipe. Now, I believe, if I'm keeping count, that is all 3 recipes from Sunberry Village attained. And Linus gave us the fibre seeds for helping with the community cleanup quest. And Linus also gave us the fish taco recipe. And Willy gave us the fish stew recipe. Lots of fish. Diala and Daria gave us some chocolate chip cookies as well. And then we had our dried goods, which we placed into the winter farm bundle, and we just were left with the 5 walleye. We redeemed our prize ticket and got a cow decal, which we immediately put in Lewis's kitchen, and it stays there. We went to Clint's to do our daily geode opening, as well as picking up our gold pickaxe. We went ahead to Rose and we gave her a blackberry tart for her birthday, and that got us up to 10 hearts with her. And she told us about Elias's love of cooking and his fish book that is in the library. We then went to Wildflower and got some bees. We got Mrs. Buzzy. We got Baby Buzz, I think I called him, or something. Yep, Baby Buzz. Because we love the bees. We went along to Linus to give him a birthday cactus. We made a crystallarium. We put our blossom coin in, and after some shuffling with the automate mod, we got everything working. And then we went fishing. I was determined to get the winter farm unlocked. We caught a sturgeon, which was pretty handy, and I found out that this is apparently the best place to get walleyes, so we stayed here. And that was the last of them. We then went to the farm bundle and unlocked it. And the Junimos told us, thanks for the goods, check back here tomorrow. To the winter retreat farm. And they gave us two heavy tappers. We then went to the Stardrop Saloon, where this cutscene played. What are you talking about? Obviously good character customization matters most. You got your priorities wrong, man. The story's got to be good, otherwise what's the point? You're both not exactly wrong, but hear me out. If the game can't be modded, I won't be playing it, no question. Bit of a fourth wall break there, Lani. I do play video games, Sam, yeah. What part of a video game matters most to you? And because Lani said it, I chose modability. And also because we are playing modded Stardew Valley. See, modding a game gives me the ability to have customization and story, provided someone makes a mod that edits those things. But you understand the vision, Fern. I do, Lani. I do. I mean, a good art direction seems to be pretty important in any video game, right? Thanks, Hayley. Graphics are really important. I'm a fan of more stylized stuff though, since realistic graphics can get dated pretty quickly. Stylized 2D stuff and pixel art are timeless. Honestly, any game is good if I can make a cute girl. Of course, that's your only focus, Sam. Don't you play a cat girl in Solarian Chronicles Online? And if I'm playing a video game, I want more customization options. Girls have way better stuff. Solid point, can't argue with that. Plus, the cat girls have better animations than the humans do. Sam, your furry is showing. Thanks, Lani. That will be the last of that. Don't worry, Hayley. You will never know. We then went to speak to Gus, who told us that he was married a long time ago, but that she's no longer with us. And we got him another orange. It's a very sweet moment with Gus. After going to the railroad to check on our trees and put the heavy tappers to bed, we went to bed ourselves. And on day 3 of winter, we made 5,800 gold. We then began with our mail. Hi Fern, I've been using my alchemy table a lot more recently, mostly to get better at what I do without summoning a demon or two. I think I'm getting the hang of it, so I'm sending you the recipe. She grinds her minerals at Silas' blacksmith from Diala. And we learned the recipe for alchemy table, which is a really useful feature from the Sunberry mod. Demetrius also gave us the Autumn's Bounty recipe. And Rihanna gave us some slime. Robin told us a study about tree planting techniques, which is from a mod for tree decoration. We picked up some cranberries from our fall farm. And some grapes. We processed some geodes at Clint. We got a golden pumpkin. And not much else. We then went to the mountains and had this cutscene with Linus. I feel like every cutscene with Linus is infamous, but you know, between this one and the bait making recipe cutscene. I don't know which one I prefer the least. We then saw Robin. Have you ever made anything out of wood, Fern? Yes, I have. And she gave us a blueprint. For the flute block and the drum block. We then had a little look at our farm and all of the animals that are in the houses, and I put some star fruits and ancient fruit into the seed makers. I think I was future proofing at this point to make some sweet gem bush berry seeds. We then went into the full farm to plant these, and we already had some that were 2 days away from growing, which was pretty handy. We planted the star fruits and the ancient seeds. Our mushroom cave was looking pretty good. We had every type of the 5 wildflower mushrooms, along with some raspberry and strawberries, and some coffee beans as well. We then commissioned Robin to build our final barn. Oh, apologies, coop. And then we went to sleep for the night. We sold 30,600 worth of good that day. The next day, our mail, Robin gave us the pumpkin soup recipe. And our keg attic was ready to be harvested. We got a nice batch of cranberry wine. Some jade moondrop mead and some jade moondrop ale. We restocked with sunberry, a mix of sunberries and cranberries. And we made some sunberry mead in the artisan mead keg and sunberry ale in the artisan ale keg. We, of course, went to Clint, who opened up our treasure troves and geodes. Which at this point had become a kind of dopamine hit for myself with the sounds. We donated what we could to the museum. No rewards, but it was filling out the museum, which was very nice. We then went to go and see Adelaide in Mount Vapius. Gave her a birthday present, which got us to 5 hearts with her. We then went for a little bit of an explore and forage just to kind of bump up our wood stock, as we were using a lot of it for the barns and the coops. And this area is pretty rich with material. And this is where I discovered that Mount Vapius has a spa, where you can refuel your energy. I love this mod. We then went to use the rail system. And spoke to Mariam, who enjoys spice berries. We had a quick look in the cave and then came back outside to this cutscene with Mariam. Oh, Fern, it's you. Nearly no one ventures here outside of the guild. I'm doing one late patrol to ensure everything is right. Night patrols are mainly for me. Gavin deals with a lot of the daily stuff. There's more than us two. The others are mainly working on different places. To be fair, some more members wouldn't hurt. When Gavin was resting, we kind of had hard time to deal with everything. Anyway, you're probably heading home right now. I don't want to slow you down. Here's a small boost for you if you need one. Night. And we did indeed go home and to bed. And that day we made 30,200 gold. On day 7, the Queen of Sauce gave us the plum pudding recipe. And we had a Pierre come to us in the morning on the farm. Pierre telling us he would be selling new seed varieties in the coming year. And told us to not even bother trying competitors. We will, Pierre. Emily gave us some wool. Emily also taught us the red plate recipe. And Mayor Lewis reminded us, I should say, of the Festival of Ice that's happening tomorrow. Because it was a super good luck day, we ate some of the mooncakes and went to the Sunberry mines to go resource gathering. And I would say, if in any gameplay that you've got with the Sunberry mod, buff yourself before you go to these mines, because they can be brutal, especially early game. These mushrooms were the bane of my life. I hate these mushrooms. And that's a terrible thing to say because I love mushrooms. And also these cinder trees, pro tip, don't cut them down like I do. I learned very quickly that they give you the cinder leaves, and if you tap them, it's even better. And they give you regularly, so 3 days and 19 hours from now, we will get cinder leaves from these tappers. And if you have the to-do list mod, you can set yourself a reminder. We found a kind of hideaway floor to rest up because the mines are so brutal, and if you don't want to head all the way back home, it's a really super helpful quality of life feature. We were slowly making our way through the mines, and on floor 9 we hit this beautiful room, and on floor 10 we found another floor with a tent and some supplies. And upon going down a floor, you can see why this is needed. It's pretty brutal, and it was getting late at this point, and so I thought, yeah, you know, actually I will probably go back to bed. So I used the tent that they gave us, and I went to sleep for the night. We had leveled up in our combat to level 8. We only made a little bit of gold that day, but we were on an adventure. And we woke up in the morning, first thing, and the packages had been restored with some life elixir, fibre and sugar. And we were on the floor that we last went to, which was super helpful. So I had some more mooncakes, and I had my cheese ready because I didn't realise how much cheese restores your health. Don't know why, but that's a thing of Stardew Valley that I love. We'd made it to floor 13 of Sunberry Mines. And be warned, the enemies really do get harder. I did not realise the Festival of Ice was now, even though we got a letter. And so I was kind of stressed, but I rushed and I managed to get to floor 15 of Sunberry Mines, which is the last floor, because the next one that you go down is a special floor. Where you get this cutscene. What was that? Approach the source of the noise. What's going on here? Maybe Ophelia can help. You managed to find Myra and Ophelia. You tried filling them in, but thought it was better to show them. Whoa. Yeah, that's about right. I've never seen any scene like this before. You said it was sprouting? Do you think Silas might know something? Or my mother, maybe? They might. Maybe we'll get some help from Raz too. Are you going to leave it here? Or will you tell me what you find? We'll move it up to the surface so we can get someone to take a look. We'll keep you posted when we find out. We got it from here. Thank you, Fern. I'm going to stay and look around. Sounds good. Check out that water over there for me, will you? If it's got anything, I'll let Elias know. We then did actually run to the Festival of Ice and said hello to everybody. I thought it was very sweet that Ren and Robin were working together on the castle. We picked up the Winter Star Wishing Tree. And the Blue Star Ice Cooler. As well as 2 icy banners. I do love the banners. And Ari shared my own thoughts on the Ice Festival. I also hate fish. Igloo buildings and art I picked up from the tundra dwellers who live beyond the frozen sea. That was many years ago. An igloo makes a nice home, but it's easier to stay inside. We then eventually started the ice fishing competition. I didn't take this challenge too seriously, but we still did actually win. We got a plethora of baits and hooks. We placed our winter tree and our ice banners. Petted Bandito and went to sleep for the night. We checked our mail and got a deluxe dessert stand recipe from the Wildflour Atelier Goods mod. And Gus gave us some fish tacos. We then went to process all of the geodes we got from the Sunberry mines after we reached the bottom of them. And we had a lot of orbs, including this prismatic orb, which gave us a prismatic shard. We got an Eversweet pomegranate sapling, two sunset mango saplings, bluegrass starters, iridium bars, and the 4th dwarf scroll. Large milk, citrine potion, pine tart, Sunberry geode, Cookie Monster mushroom starter, pantry mushroom starters, tomkar soup, Sunberry seeds, clay, citrine, neptunite, and dolomite. We also got some coffee, bread, escargot, mixed flower seeds, and potato seeds. These mushroom starters are from the Rose and the Alchemist mod, and they give us all of the different magical mushrooms that the mod offers. We then built our big coop. And we cleared out the winter farm. We went to Clint to upgrade our axe. We went to our full farm to plant the fruit trees that we had just gotten from the orbs, as well as the mushroom starters themselves, as the full farm will be our mushroom farm. We planted some of the grass seeds that we'd gotten in our animal area because, as you can see, the animals are no joke and they will only get more. We're going to need a lot of grass. We had a cutscene with Darcy, the barista. Oh, Fern, I'll just be a moment. Take your time. What are you making? I'm just finishing up a new recipe. I want you to try it. Sure. And we immediately felt very sick. That bad, huh? It's not good. Not my best work. Maybe an onion choco latte just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I don't think so, Darcy. Now that testing is out of the way, I can take your order. Don't think I want one after that. We went to the rail yard area where our tree tapping empire had begun, and I placed a couple of mystic seeds. And some tappers on the rest of the maple trees that had grown up. And I also did a little bit of decorating here with one of the HXW mods decoration. I added a ton of preserves jars to the shed that Robin had completed in the summer farm and went to bed for the night. On day 9 of winter, year 1, we made a total of 19,247 gold. I checked on our keg attic and we had some lapis moondrop mead that was ready. and I shipped that, and then Gunther told us about the cogs that we had donated and how they relate to the Mount Vapius mod, and Darcy gave us the recipe for that onion choco latte. We then made three of the alchemy tables from the Sunberry mod that we got the recipe to the day before. And we wanted to make a mineral grinder as well, because the alchemy table and the mineral grinder are really, really useful tools. So I put them in the shed for now. And what you do is you use the cinder shards and some of the items from Rose and the Alchemist mod, such as the mushrooms, and they actually give you items such as battery packs, and artifact troves and fertilizers and things like that. I mean, that just gave us 10 artifact troves. Which we then opened up. But you can go onto the Sunberry website and they've got a list of all of the inputs that you need to get which items you want, and it's really, really useful, which is what I use. We then donated the golden relic to the museum. And we took the aquatic overpopulation quest. We went to Jodie to deliver her Mount Vapius butter. Then we went to the secret woods with the maple syrup. Now, honestly, if this happened in real life, I would probably have a heart attack on the spot and simply pass away. I might be terrified of bears, even though there is a 0% chance of me running into a bear in an average day. You never know, though. You've made a friend today, Fern. Good, because I'd be terrified if I had not. The bear left you with his special knowledge. Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold. We then went to Leanne. And gifted her her birthday present, which gave us 6 hearts with her. We went downstairs and immediately ran into a cutscene with her and Ophelia in Sunberry Village. Leanne, darling, please stop pacing. It's giving me a headache. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. You don't think it's time to come clean? This can't be good for your health. No. Oh, Fern, hi. Hello, Fern, how can I help you? I'm just dropping by. Is everything okay? Ophelia cast a glance at Leanne. It's just my parents. They called earlier and told me they want to visit. Who does that? What's wrong with that? Okay, and? Oh no, that's awful. Well... Leanne looks at Ophelia for an answer. Ophelia sighs. Leanne's parents think she's at the Zuzu City University dorms, not the renowned Serenity Inn in Sunberry Village. Okay, I think I understand the situation now. Yeah, I'm glad we could bring you up to speed on the turbulent thing that is my life currently. It's alright, sweetheart. We'll figure something out, okay? I promise. Thank you, Ophelia. We can even enlist Ari and Elias for help. Who knows, they might be able to think of something. I think she should probably just come clean. But then we do go to see Ari, and he gives us an iridium sprinkler. I can't believe it. Don't look at me like that. You'd put it to good use, and I certainly will. We then walked outside and had an Ezra and Imana, I think. I've completely forgotten her name. Iman, who was looking pretty sad. The barn, yeah. Hey now, you didn't mess up. You didn't ask to be put in that situation. I guess so, yeah. It doesn't really change the fact that I could have... You know that my offer to help is still available, right? My sister has also offered. You don't have to do this alone. I know. It just doesn't feel right to do that to you or Nadia. Oh, hey Fern, were we being too loud? Sorry we haven't been able to find our inside voices just yet. Hey Fern, might know a thing or two about barns. Ezra. Sure, what do you want to know? Thank you. Hypothetically speaking, how much would it cost and what materials would you need? That's not bad. Thank you for the info, Fern. I can't do this, Ezra. I'm sorry. Iman runs away. Iman. Sorry, Fern. I gotta go check on her. Oh, she doesn't look very happy. Maybe I should check on her mum once she's had some space. We then got another battery pack that we needed from the alchemy table. And went into our mines and actually did some resource gathering, something we haven't done for gosh knows how long. And went to bed for the night. And during the night, Barbug gave birth to a baby goat, who we called Bearbug. And on day 10 of winter, we made a total of 25,700 gold exactly. Our gold axe was ready the next day. And when we checked on the keg attic, we had some Jade Moondrop Ale ready. And in the mail, Demetrius gave us a fish, which was super nice of him, I guess. Jodie also gave us some St. Cannoli almond. And Jodie also gave us the cooking recipe for stuffed squash. Leanne and Blake, mostly Blake, gave us 10 bug meat. Our gold axe is ready. And Clint also opened up a couple of geodes today. We then went to Leah's house to drop off the fish that she wanted. And we got the cutscene with her. Hi Fern, come on in. I'm just working on the sculpture here. Come here, watch this. See that? I'm revealing the essence of the wood. Once you get past the outer layers, the true nature starts to show. I actually prefer the look of raw wood. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there's lots of beauty to be found in raw, untouched nature. But as a human, I'm also interested in how we shape and interpret the world around us. I guess what I'm saying is that I'm interested in art. I first visited this valley as a little girl whilst on vacation with my parents. I knew I had to come back someday. This place has a great artistic potential. Although I have to admit, it's not easy to pay the bills as an artist. Why don't you have an art show in town? Interesting. I guess that could set the wheels in motion to making Pelican Town a true art destination. But what if no one likes my sculptures? I'd be crushed. I'll have to think about it. Thanks for stopping by, Fern. And we got the next Leah cutscene. How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to come back to the city. Stop calling me. I don't want to hear from you anymore. Fern. So I guess you heard me yelling on the phone? That was my ex. I guess I'd better tell you a little about it. You really don't have to, Leah, but okay. We had an apartment back together in the city. I did odd jobs during the day and spent all night working on art projects. We barely made any money. She was always nagging me to go back to school and study business or medicine. I guess the idea was to save for a normal life. I wasn't ready for that kind of life, Fern. I had to leave, so I came here to pursue my dream of being an artist. Was that selfish of me? No, it had to be done. You're right, I just wouldn't have been happy back there. It was better for both of us to end an unsustainable relationship while we were still young and flexible. Anyway, I've been thinking a little bit more about that art show idea you had. I'm working on some new sculptures to display at the show. I'm nervous, but the thought of getting my work out there is too good. I'm glad you're on board with making Stardew Valley a premier art destination, Fern. I just want to give you this fish. Brilliant. And I got my prize ticket. And then I went to Marnie's and got a couple of enchanted chickens. From probably one of my favourite mods ever. I just don't think I could play without this mod because the chickens are so pretty. And the eggs make so much money. And then we spent pretty much all of our money on hay because it was getting pretty bad. We did some fishing. Because we needed to catch 10 lingcod. It was a pretty bad luck day though. We checked on our keg attic and our Sunberry wine was done. So we grabbed all of that. And we refilled everything as well. And then we went to bed. And we leveled up to level 8 of fishing. We then grabbed our blossom coin and checked our mail. Hi Fern, are you enjoying your alchemy table? I've been experimenting and think I've come across a way to create those funny little mystery orbs you sometimes find around town. From Diala. So now we have a way of making the orbs ourselves. And Rasmodius asked us to bring some void essence to him. We checked on all of our animals in the morning in the spring farm. And a baby battery chicken was born, who we of course named Sparky. Our coop was looking pretty good, but here is our new little baby chicken. He's super cute. We gave Jodie a chocolate cake that she had requested. She gave us a cactus fruit in return and said she'd like to go on holiday. I don't blame her. We, of course, processed some geodes. And went to pick up our prize ticket from the machine, which was more geodes. Which we opened because I wanted the space. We then went fishing the next day to catch the remaining lingcod for Demetrius's quest. And then we went to the beach for Squidfest. I actually really like Squidfest. I think it's a cute little festival. We then realised that the bookseller was in town, so we went on over. And we ended up buying a couple of books. We bought Way of the Wind, Part 1. I believe Old Slitherlegs. And one of the books that was added from a mod called Winter Forestry, which basically allows you to grow trees in winter, which is pretty cool. We then had a cutscene with Abigail. I guess you're wondering why I'm in the graveyard at this hour. Well, I'm here because it's the best place in town to find some privacy. And I'm all sweaty because I've been practicing my swordsmanship. In a graveyard, Abigail? Hey, what, you think I'm too weak to swing a blade? Sorry, I guess I'm getting a little defensive. You see, I want to explore the mountain caves, but I know it's too dangerous to go in unarmed. I have used a sword before, but it's dangerous and you should stay safe, or only in self-defense. Sure, I don't want to kill anything either. I just want to do a little exploring without risking my neck. I've lived in the valley my whole life, but I've never done anything memorable. I want to go on an adventure. Abigail? Said Pierre, creepily hiding in a bush. In a graveyard. I've been looking all over for you. Your mother wants you to come home and help with dinner. What are you doing in the graveyard? This is no place for a young lady. Okay, Pierre. And this is who Lani likes? Okay. Mind your own business. You think I should be at home cooking dinner because I'm a girl, don't you? You're really stuck in the past, Dad. Let's get out of here, Fern. Well, you coming or not? Yeah, screw you, Pierre. Can you believe my parents were very young? They don't understand my perspective at all. I know, they grew up with a different era, with different values. Thanks for hearing me out, Fern. Could you help untangle my hair from this bush? After that, we went to Rasmodius, and we gave him the void essence that he was after. And we earned a lot of money this day. 53,000 gold. 15,000 of it was from treasure chests, though. The next day, we decided to make some of Diala's hot chocolate. And we gave Moon a birthday gift, which got us to 10 hearts with her. We got our prize machine, which was 4 kegs. And we processed some geodes. We then went to the bottom of Sunberry mines to work our way up because the most valuable resources are in the last, I would say, 4 levels of the mines. Obviously they differ from what you need, but you can get a lot of iridium in the last 4 levels. We made our way to Mount Vapius because it was a Saturday, and look at Adelaide and Celestine sitting on the chair holding hands, being adorable. We then decided to, for some reason, head up to the Mount Vapius mines. I think I was in a combat mood. So we battled our way over there, which we will get into the Mount Vapius mod a lot more. I would say probably the 3rd year. But yes, it's no place for the weak. Let's say that. Gavin says, can we take a break? I need some place to sit. You do love this spot a lot. Yeah, there's something with these apple trees that makes me feel relaxed. You sure you're ready to return? This is one of our longest patrols in quite a while. I'm glad you're back, but maybe your wound needs a bit more time to heal. I'll be fine. I can't afford to be away that much longer anyway. But enough talk about me. I wanted to ask, how are you holding up? It depends. One of the hardest parts is when I meet people that knew them. Because for them it's a past thing. It's been months and they have moved on with their lives. For me, it's not. I'm sorry, Riam. Is there anything Oh, there's someone coming. Oh, hi. Gavin, did you meet Fern already? Fern, Gavin is a member of the lodge. I don't know if... maybe you overheard. Gav, can I ask you to explain to Fern what we were talking about? I don't have the heart to tell it again. Mariam runs away crying. Looks very sad. Oh, I wish I could help more. She lost her parent, Alon, some months ago. She is still grieving them. To add to her burden, some people expect grief to follow a certain trajectory, so she can't even share her pain with most. Alon was quite a pillar of the lodge. I don't think it would have survived without their efforts. And now Riam is doing a lot of work to keep things going. If you'll excuse me, I don't want to let her alone for too long. I'm glad you're able to venture here. We may be able to put our focus on other places. It was a pleasure crossing paths. May we meet again for more enjoyable exchanges. We then headed on to the Mount Vapius caves. Even though it was 8 to 10 PM, I thought it was a good idea to get some energy and go in there. Clearly I really wanted some combat and mining. Like I said, these places are no joke. You need to come very well prepared, not like I was. And at 1:10 AM I decided enough is enough and I went home. But we did earn 21,000 gold that day. The next morning our kegs were, artisan kegs and ale kegs were ready. And the Queen of Sauce gave us the chocolate cake recipe. Evelyn gave us the rice pudding recipe. And starting tomorrow, the yearly night market was coming to town. We had quite a few geodes from Mount Vapius. And we had a cutscene with Harvey, who was just about to write us a letter to give us our medical health checkup. There's no need to worry, it'll be quick and painless. Please follow me. Now, I have romanced Harvey before because he's just adorable. And it is hard to not romance him this time, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hold still please. Say, Okay, you can stop. I just need to check your vitals. Your pulse is high. I would normally pick that, but I'm out of breath from working on the farm. That makes sense. Well then, you seem very healthy, Fern. Let's just make sure not to overwork yourself on that farm. Thanks for stopping in. We picked up a help wanted quest, as Willie only wanted 1 diamond, which we delivered. And he gave us a lot of money. We then went on a little cooking spree and made some rice pudding to deliver to Toffee's shop, which unlocked that artisan bundle. And he gave us a mini fridge, which was pretty cool. We then went and felled a lot of trees in the forest because not only would the trees grow back, but we were building a lot with our coops and our barns and our upgrades to everything. So we needed to replenish all of that. Which we then use to build a big shed. I'm not entirely sure why I did this at this point. I think I wanted to use the summer farm more than I have done, but it's good for the future. We then had a little cutscene with Maru. Fern, I'm surprised to see you here so late. The night sky looks amazing right now. Come over here, I want to show you something. Here, take a peek. What do you see? A beautiful planet. It's amazing, isn't it? By the time any of these stars are visited, you and I will be long gone. I guess that's the trouble with being human, huh? Fern, never mind. Here, let me show you a binary star system. What a beautiful night. Marie showed me something new. And with that, we went to bed. Our ales brought in over 21,000 gold with a total of 29,650. The next day brought Jodie to our door, who was kind of out of breath for literally just walking to our farm, but, you know. Anyway, I came to ask why if you wanted to have dinner with us tonight. You don't have to, but if you decide to come, could you please bring a largemouth bass? I mean, it's kind of rude to ask someone to come to dinner and then ask them for the food, but whatever. Willie gave us a lobster bisque recipe. And our preserves were done in our shed that Robin was working on, so we collected all of those. And we fixed up the bus in Mount Vapius with 5 iridium bars and an efficient cog. So now the bus is open and we can get around a lot easier. And we can now access Glimsap Hamlet. We went to Fakum, which we can now access as well. And we went to this fridge here and we learned the recipe for mango bingsu. Which is just a nice little touch from the mod author, I thought. We went foraging in an area and got some hay, some normal foraging, some rosemary, moon pods, and some wood. We then went back to the caves. We eventually made it to the Star Cave system, which has a couple of entrances and exits. And some of these change on a daily or seasonal basis, but we'll get more into that when we cover Mount Vapius. At the end of it, we found this secret little area where that isn't actually an interactable Junimo, which will become a shop when you progress the hamlet further. It is a little tricky to get in and out of that exit though. We then went into that cave on the left-hand side, and this is the one that changes. We got a trellis grapeseed in a chest, but it is very dangerous when you first come in here, so be careful. We also got a silver treasure trove, which is something a Mount Vapius mod adds. And we also got this little cutscene for the mineral grinder. There's something stuck, maybe you can free it. You found a gem polisher. You can now craft them yourself. We grabbed the remaining chests in here, got a couple more resources, and got out. Using the handy dandy minecart. We used a warp totem to get ourselves to the beach. Said hello to Linus. And visited the first night of the night market. We got a free cup of coffee. We got this frog statue because I love frogs, and a gravestone statue as well. And we made our way over to the mermaids for 15423. Please enjoy this marvel of human creativity. Absolute cinema. I won't make you listen to it again. But I got the pearl. We didn't really feel like buying much today, so we got home, planted our grape trellis tree in the summer area, and we popped down the gem polisher in the shed. We put down the frog statue, which said it would give us a golden walnut in 27 days, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. So we went to bed, and our preserves earned us 19,700 gold. Not bad. In the mail, Adelaide was happy to see the bus machine was repaired so that we could travel to and from Faecum a lot easier. And we could now reach Glimsap or Hamlet Faecum for free. We also learnt the cake counter recipe. And Gus gave us a little baked fish. A baby sap chicken was born overnight, who we called Sappy. We then went into our shed that was now upgraded, and it's got these 4 lovely spacious rooms. We picked up a new quest from the Quest Wanted board. We picked the Star Swords because this is part of the Star Fragments mod, and it gives us access to loads of really cool new weapons, which I was really eager to try. And we actually already had quite a lot of, if not all of the requirements anyway. I went to the museum and handed over the items that I'd gotten for donation. Then we went to Clint's and opened up the artifacts and geodes that we'd got. And these silver treasure troves basically give us lots of Mount Vapius items, which is really handy. And we popped in all of the items that we had for the Star Swords quest. All done. We went to go and see Toffee, and he gives us access to a lot of the chocolatier, candy, kind of sweet stuff, so that's really useful. And all that's left was Mason's shop, with jelly, orange curd and pickles. Well, some pectin, which I thought, yeah, that works. We then had a little cutscene with Aicha. I think she wants to help, but she's a demon and people are quite scared of her. Sniffle. Diala, what? Why are you an angel? I'm not. I'm just here to set things right. You're doing a good thing, Aicha. Don't give up yet. People will warm up to you eventually. Ray, what are you doing here? To get rid of her, duh. Who cares what these humans think? You're superior to them. Crush them. Oh, Fern, you're not here to drag me into a secret third direction, are you? Hmm? Everyone keeps running away from me when I try to help. I don't know what to do. And on top of that, I just had to deal with both Diala and Ray trying to convince me between doing good or crushing humans. People will warm up to you. I can even help you out. You think so, Fern? Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm going to head back home now. I'll make sure the humans like me someday. With that all done, we checked our quests and went into Maya and Silas's blacksmith. We had another little cutscene with Daria, who said she's a bit indecisive and just asked to bear with me today. Oh, thank God. Get over here, farmer. I'm in a pickle. Help me pick? Now, this was just a pure guess, but I went for an emerald because I thought Diala loved green. And she said she owed us some cookies. We then went back to the mines, where we had another little cutscene of being herded by some of these gorgeous little creatures. I love the colour of these things. It's a shame they want to kill me. Oh, no you don't. Ripley banished them. Hey there, stranger. Saw you while I was passing through. Normally I got no dog in other folks' fights, but you looked as though you were having some trouble. Oh, sugar, you're hurt. Don't move. You're alright, honey. I gotcha. Let me just wrap this around your arm and... there. You're lucky I was passing through. Every so often I make sure to keep the tunnels clear of any haints and beasties that come to the surface. I wish I could leave them be and let them live their life, but they can't go snacking on wildlife. Some things just need killing. Let me give you a walk on out of here. I don't suppose you need me to carry you, do you? Which is funny because we have met her and she is technically our girlfriend, but, you know, cutscenes be cutscenes. We then went down to level 6 of the mine, and all of the other levels that we had to tappers on the trees did nearly die. So we managed to get to the safe area and have a mooncake. Before we went to Marlin and Gills to see the monster eradication goals. We weren't doing terribly, to be honest, considering we haven't really been grinding, so that's not terrible. We had got quite a few rewards from Gil. Thorns ring, a galaxy seed, which is absolutely crucial, crab shell ring, and a hard hat. And we then went to the beach again because of the night market, saw Ripley once again. You're looking right as rain after that mess in the mines. Not that I don't believe you could handle yourself. Level 10 hearts with her and our girlfriend. We got some more coffee. Spoke to Lani, who thought that the Lupini paintings are fake. And Dow, who was really happy to see the night market, which I thought was a nice integration between the two mods. We did buy this painting because I do love this one. We got the suit of armour and the stone parrot. And I saw the mermaid show again because I really do love it. We saw Ren, who said she saw Ripley walking by the other day all decked out with big old farming style. Man, if she was 20 years younger. We grabbed 5 diamonds from the prize ticket machine. And we saw Darcy and Iman again, and it feels like I've been running from so many things for so long. She would just really like a break. I'll be okay, I don't mean to be vague, I just can't really openly talk about these things. So something's going on with her, and I want to figure it out. We then went to the spring clearing farm with all of our animals, and we built our barn. So that's 3 coops and 2 barns now, all being max upgraded. And we planted a lot of grass because the animals were going through it. We made an autumn's bounty and a survival burger before I then got in the mood to make every single food item I could. So welcome to a montage. We made truffle fries. Trout soup, lobster bisque, truffle alfredo, roasted truffles, pomegranate cake, rhubarb pie, spaghetti, tortillas, blueberry tart, cheesecake with pansy, plum pudding, artichoke dip, radish salad, Romanesco gratin, aromatic butter, cranberry juice, aromatic bitter, blackberry mint jelly, blue jazz jelly, blueberry lavender jelly, blackberry mint jelly, chamomile jelly, cherry vanilla jelly, cinnamon apple preserves, cranberry chutney, crocus jelly, dandelion jelly, special edition flower dance jelly, honey apricot preserves, honey peach preserves, and then I had enough and I went to bed. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. When the urge takes you, you cook. We hung up our painting, and I had my little Christmas hat on. we checked the mail, and Ophelia had some information from the seed that we found at the bottom of the mines. Drop by when we can. And Clint sent us a letter saying it would have taken ages to find all the fragments from the stars, and that we now had the ability to make a workstation where we could build weapons ourselves. And if we couldn't, he was also selling them at his shop. And he also gave us the bean hot pot recipe. Thanks, Clint. Lewis also told us that of a mermaid's pendant because we were getting so friendly with some of the townsfolk. And the lodge and the guild from Mount Vapius appreciated the efforts in fighting monsters and gave us treasure troves. Jodie gave us some more fertilizer. And Clint also asked for a favour, just an iron bar. No problem, Clint. So this crafting station is really cool. You can make some weapons. We've got the crystalline sword, which we're going to focus on. A new chick hatched that looked odd, which is obviously the void chick, who we called Rupert. We then petted all of our animals because we love them. We gave Clint the iron bar that he needed. And of course opened our geodes. We then donated what we could to the museum, which was definitely filling out. And we made the clear crystalline morning star, which we then used to make the solar crystalline morning star, which is basically just all the different colours. It's got some good damage, but most importantly, it makes these cool shooting animations and sound effects, which definitely doesn't get boring. I actually really enjoy this sword. We did go to Sunberry and found this cutscene where Wizard Rasmodius was leading the town. We think the seed may be a variant of our purple sunberry. According to the books in the library, the purple sunberries were the goddess's final blessing for us. You think this was a little surprise they left behind, or could it be connected to... Personally, I have no reason to believe it's connected to Dr. Zara's research. I will have her reach out to her soon to see if she may have any more information for us. Does it require any special attention? How long will it take to grow? We have no reason to believe it'd need any special care, but we're not sure about its growth time yet. It doesn't seem to grow the way the normal sunberries do. Perhaps there's something we're missing. Yeah, like the power of friendship. Leanne's not wrong. Anyway, we'll reconvene soon to check on its progress. Thank you all. Meeting adjourned. Alright, let's meet back here in a week, everyone. So now essentially this kicks off the main quest of Sunberry, where every week you do things around the village, including friendship quests, progressing other people's storylines to increase the overall village so that every week the Sunberry grows a little bit more. We had a cutscene with Wildflower and Corey, Rose's brother. Very cute. Nice to see the Hat Mouse out and about. My wee sister Rose, who would run and hide at first sight of a human, is now telling jokes to them. Who would have thought? Fern, so nice to see you. Have you met Rose's brother Corey yet? Wildflower ain't my sister's favourite farmer, Fern. Talks about you all the time, she does. Nice to meet you, friend. Corey was just telling me about how his visits from Rose have become much more lively recently. Apparently she has all these new friends to talk about. Well, and all these stories gave me quite an idea if you'll both hear me out. Back home, Ma and Pa would invite folks over for a big party, called it a garden fete or some such thing. Call it what you want, but it was outside in the prettiest meadow and filled with good food, friends and fun. So let's surprise my little sis with her own garden fete here in Sunberry Forest. Corey, that's a brilliant idea. We can invite all her new friends and I think even some potential new friends too. But we need the farmer's help if we're going to keep it a secret. If you two handle the human folks, I might be able to rustle up a few old friends to add to the new ones too. That's settled. Farmer, I'll need some time to prepare, but keep an eye out in the mail for some important instructions on Operation Garden Fate. I do think, sadly, that this actually has not been implemented yet into the mod. I am hopeful that it will be someday. We saw the raccoon who gave us a survival burger. We were at 7 hearts with him. I love him. We used some seeds to make some flowers to make some speedwell seeds. And we went to the final night of the night market. We got our last cup of coffee. Evelyn and George are the cutest couple. We bought this painting as well. And then we went to Glimsap Hamlet because there was a cutscene I wanted to see. Celestine, there's more visiting Glimsap lately. We sold a lot of our cheeses at the market the other day. So Healy and I fixed this old thing. It was used for various announcements or small ads. But then a very angry young ram escaped and destroyed it. It's one reason we don't have rams here anymore. Anyway, we'll post requests here, various tasks that can be done. We don't have a mayor, but I discussed with a governor representative and they'll grant some funds for the tasks they approve. With more activity, tourism will bring more funds too, so people may post their own requests. Well, Celestine, my dear, let's hope it will work. We can now access the quest board in Mount Vapius. And with that, we went to bed, and on day 17, we earned 15,176 gold. The next day, our attic was ready, so we grabbed all of our Sunberry wine and restocked as well. With cranberries, as they seem to sell a little bit better than the Sunberry wine. Robin told us Helia contacted them with some designs for buildings. One is to allow a well to provide water for nearby paddy crops, allowing them to grow faster, which is a very useful building from Mount Vapius. Helia also told us about the crafting recipe for the candy maker, one of the machines that the Mount Vapius mod adds. And thanks to the Livestock Bazaar Association, we got an agreement to sell animals. We now can access some animals from one of the shops in the market on Saturday. From Moira. And about the cameo we donated, did you know they were made by using stones or shells that have layers of different colour? By carefully carving it, you obtain a relief image. This was for the Jeweller's Workshop, which was another machine that the Mount Vapius mod adds. all the best from Gunther. And Erasmodius gave us a frozen tear, which was nice of him. Dear Fern, I'd like to give you some information about an upcoming event, the Feast of the Winter Star, where we have to bring food for our secret friend and surprise them with something delicious. Mayor Lewis told us that this year our secret friend is Abigail. We checked on the baby bomb chicken that was born, which does sound unsafe. Who we, of course, called Boomba. And he's very cute. We went to Clint, as usual. And we got a nice haul from the Sunberry mines that day. Before seeing a cute cutscene between Maya and Amina. Been a long day, huh, kiddo? I'm so excited to get home and play with the new toy Dad got me. Well, don't you go ahead. Why don't you go ahead? Grandma's probably waiting. Oh, hey, Farmer. I'm fine, don't worry. We just got back from Zuzu City. Took Amina to see her dad since he's in town. It's been a while since I've seen him. He's rarely in town. Ugh, I'm happy for him, truly. I just can't help but feel a little bitter that he chose his career over me and his daughter. I try so damn hard to make sure Amina has a wonderful childhood, but it's hard. I'll always try my best for her. I know everyone in the village is too. Anyways, I better get going. Apologies for dumping this on you out of nowhere. Have a good night. We saw the raccoon who gave us some ancient seeds, and I do wonder where he got that from. And we went to bed at 1:20, and we reached level 9 combat. We made a very good amount of money that day, 88,900. The next day we looked through what we could craft, and we wanted to craft some more sweet gem berries, bush seeds. Processed all the geodes we got from the Sunberry mines, which was a lot of them. We got another iridium sprinkler, a dolomite potion, two tiger's eye potion, 4 cinder leaves, and 3 secret garden flower trellises. We then picked up some Alchemist flower seeds, the wicked statue recipe, and I finally splurged and got the star drop from Krobus. Increasing our health, and our mind was filled with thoughts of coffee. We then went to Robin's because I thought, let's treat ourselves to a catalogue, a furniture catalogue. And I ended up getting the most expensive one, the Rattan furniture catalogue, which in hindsight was a mistake because I should have just got the furniture catalogue from Happy Home Designer. But, you know, who needs 100,000 gold? Got some seeds from the from the travelling merchant. And then I went to Ezra's wardrobe shop, and I kind of went a bit crazy with the clothes, and well, I have a new look now anyway. I also have a bouquet because I intended to give it to Moon. However, I got this cutscene instead. My dad called today, said Diala. Oh, honey, is that why you were upset earlier? Yeah, I don't know how he manages to make me feel this way no matter how far away I get from him. Remember what I told you after that big fight you had with him, Angel? You get to pick who your family is. Screw that guy. Damn right. You have me and a whole village by your side. Literally. Say, why don't we get off the floor, put on a movie and cuddle up on the couch? Yeah, sure. They're not in a relationship. Sure. Okay. So I went to give this to Moon, but it says you can't date her. And then I remembered that in order to, I say romance, but not romance. In order to get her as a roommate, you actually have to give her a lunarite shard from the mod. So that is on our to-do list because I've heard nothing from Ripley and honestly, it's kind of rude. We gave Bandito a cuddle and went to bed. And on day 19, we made 17,900 gold. We went into our mushroom caves for the first time in literally forever and harvested some cacao pods. We delivered a birthday gift to Evelyn, who got to 10 hearts with her, and we got the Beloved Farmer quest achievement. We went back to Mount Vapius, as it was Asta's or somebody's birthday, and we wanted to give them a present. It was Maddie, so we got some friendship points with Maddie. And she said, I love shows about solving mystery. I just prefer when they aren't about death. There's so much more cooler mystery to solve than finding who is the killer. We also went to the stand and we managed to grab ourselves some ewes. Who we called Dewey. And we got a little brown ewe, who we called Yui. We then went back to the railroad and our tree farm was looking mighty fine. And we also managed to grab some cindersap cinnamon, seeing as we couldn't really get that elsewhere. Rose asked us if Sprout talks to her, and she said of course. It's because we are both small that he felt like he could open up to me, but he's really quite chatty once you get to know him. Sprout is the little Junimo that sits on Wildflower's shoulder. Talking of Wildflower, she had some crows in her catalogue now, and we got another one called Shadow. We went into our shed to check on our preserves, which I definitely didn't forget about, and grabbed them from the shed and restocked whilst I was there as well. We then went back to the forest market and filled out our last bundle from Mason's shop. We had now unlocked every single person in the forest market. We dropped off a broken watch to George, and we got some money for that. We also drank a tiger's eye potion that we got, and it improved our mining and gave us some buffs as we went into the Mount Vapius caves. And the sound of that sword was wonderful. We went to this Junimo shop that is at the end of the cave system, and they have some pretty cool things on offer that you can buy with moon pods, one of the things the mod adds, as well as star fruit when you want to get saplings. We didn't have any at the time, but it's really good to know for the future. We then went into this cave, and instead of the lava area that we had before, we now had this snowy area. And whilst you get each different area, I would suggest that you use it as best you can. So I believe I get the fish that is here. And they also had this beautiful plant that is one of my favourites in the whole mod, the constellated watermelon. Not just because they sell well, I just love the idea of the constellated watermelon, and the artwork for it is so beautiful. So I love to use that flower, that plant. We caught the slimejack barbel. And a couple of void salmon. before making our way back to the Glimsap market. And we had picked up a quest from Mount Vapius and we very nearly finished it. And to do so, we just needed to buy something from this stall. And then we dropped off everything into the Mount Vapius minerals. We learned a new power. And we went to bed. The next day, on the 21st, we learnt the recipe to pumpkin pie. Robin asked us to give her some hardwood if we can. And we upgraded our Dulux barn. We then went back to our little cave system in our farm cave, and I asked Clint to open everything that he could. We then dropped off all of those at the museum to fulfill the Mount Vapius museum order. And I also dropped off a couple of more things, donations for the museum. It didn't really give us a cool reward though. I'm probably just going to let those sit there. We got 5 mystery boxes from the prize machine. And we gave Robin her hardwood. We gave Moon a jade. And she gave us a diamond. This is the mineral that Moon needs, and I do own 2 of them, but I can't give it to her today because I just gave her a gift. The raccoon is holding a snowball in his little hands. This time you keep an eye on him. What do you do? Throw the snowball at him, and so does he. You both get hit. I love him. We bought another fox called Mr. Fox. And Bernard. Adelaide told us that Celestine hates most gems. And we went to Marnie to get more hay. And with that, we went to bed. On day 22, Pip and Pep set up shop at the bottom of Sunberry Mines, and I completely forgot about it. Marnie gave us some more hay, which is useful. And in Mount Vapius mod, we were told that we were proven quite helpful with tasks around Glimsap, and that use would now be available. Thanks for your participation in this study. My colleague got very interesting results, and they sent us a gem polisher from Gunther. I do like how we don't get the recipe to craft it yet. We have to do something else, which is quite a nice touch. Jodie gave us the ice cream recipe. And Maddie gave us the Torton recipe. And a baby monster chicken was born, who we of course called Frankenstein. Very cute. We checked on our attic. Opened a couple of treasure troves where we got a prismatic orb, which gave us 3 maple syrup. Not great. We chose the curious substance from the wizard quest. And so we loaded up our buffs and went to the mines in order to get that ectoplasm. We completed a Monster Slayer goal from Gil. And even though we spent the whole day there, no ectoplasm. But we did get a rare seed as a reward, as well as the mapping cave systems. We then went and opened the sewer from the forest entrance, and a shadow person above ground. This is outrageous, said the dwarf. Your people were responsible for the death of my people. If you dwarves hadn't driven us from our ancestral home, we'd never have had to resort to violence. I'm sorry about your family. Sorry isn't going to cut it. Oh dear, we're about to have a barley. Krobus. Luckily, Rasmodius steps in and breaks up the fight. And with that, we went to bed. On day 22 of winter, we sold quite a lot of cheese and made 23,900 gold. Next day, after sorting through our animal farm, we set up the milk and cookies because it was Christmas Eve. And the pie counter was given to us. Also, we received a Junimo satchel from the Glimsap shopkeeper, which was very nice. And our pickles were ready. We processed our geodes. And we picked up another quest from the Sunberry village quest board of the Mushroom Slayer. But first of all, we went back to the mines to try to get this ectoplasm. The luck was definitely more today than it was yesterday. And we did get to complete quite a few more Monster Slayer goals. Until finally, we realised we weren't going to get anything. So we went back to our cave and back to bed after yet another day of no ectoplasm. And we got 38,400 gold. And Leah woke us up on the farm at 6 AM. That she brought us a gift, a sculpture she's been working on just for us. Thanks, Leah. You can put an order for speckled fowl at Marnie's ranch now, which is another bird that the Mount Vapius mod adds, so now we have access to nearly all of the animals. And Mayor Lewis reminded us that the Feast of the Winter Star is tomorrow and our secret friend is Abigail. We went to the Sunberry mountain mines. Because if we weren't going to find the ectoplasm, we may as well defeat some mushrooms and get that quest sorted, which we did. The bookseller was in town, And we grabbed the strongest brew for 75,000 gold. But once we read it, it proved more than useful. Because it now makes coffee drinks last 3 times longer. Thanks, button. And we said, you know what, let's go back to the mines. I just need this ectoplasm, please. And finally, we got it. On a bad luck day as well. I was more than happy to be rid of this quest. So we dropped that off to Rasmodius. We said hello to all of our fairy chickens. And did a little bit of decorating in there as well before bed. The next day, our mystery boxes had arrived. Thank you, Santa. And the mayor gave us 2,500 gold. And a recycling machine was now available for us. From Helia. And Rasmodius gave us the crafting recipe for a mini obelisk. Yay! And Pam gave us a battery. Thanks. And the very first thing we did was make 2 mini obelisks. And we put one straight on the farm. And we went to the Star Cave in Mount Vapius and put another one there. So we have much easier access to the farm caves. And with that, dressed like Lord knows what, we went to the Feast of the Winter Star. We saw Ripley, who said another year has gone by and she hoped it was kind to us. If not, there's a lot of people who'll help you on right through. We all love you much, alright? Take care of yourself. I guess we're broken up now? Linus gave us a speech about a tradition in the area that people give spice berries, and so he gave us 3. Might not have many people to share them with, but I still make sure to save some when they're plentiful. Thank you, Linus. We gave Abigail the blackberry cobbler, which she seemed to like. And Caroline was our secret giftee. And she gave us a blackberry cobbler. I wonder what the odds of that are. We went to Pierre's store and bought what we could, as well as Winter Star banners. Because I love the banners. We saw Moon. And Amina. And in fact, all the residents from Sunberry made an appearance in this mod. Something that is really common among mod authors. They will see what's popular and see what people actually want and ask for. And it's just these touches that just make me love the modding community even more than I already do. So thank you, I guess, for making really awesome crossovers between these mods. And after we'd said hello to literally everyone, we decided it was time to leave the festival. Not before hanging up our banners. And with that, it was day 26 of winter already. Celestine gave us some rye. And Abby told us that one day if we could go to her room after 8, but we can't do that for quite a while yet. Gus asked us for an albacore as well. So we went fishing. And after a couple of tries, we caught one. We went to our spring farm and said hello to all of our animals, which we did every morning. And they were starting to give us some really good rewards now. And a magical chick had hatched. Who we called Pluffer. Look how beautiful they are. As usual, we went to Clint. We had 29 mystery boxes at this point, by the way, which is insane. We got 3 magic meadow flower trellises. An orange sapling. Some Gilux speed grow. And a peach sapling. We then went to the forest market to see what was available in the shop we had opened, and there were lots of baking goods. For when we get to that stage, we will definitely make a stop here. We went to Sunberry Village, and we were very happy to see that the Sunberry seed had grown. It feels like something else was required to get it to this stage too. You said it started sprouting around the time the farmer found it? Maybe they're connected somehow. Fern and this mysterious plant. It's connected to all of us in a way. Well, keep an eye on it as it grows. So that's good. It has, I believe, either 3 or 4 stages as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. We went to the cat cafe, where Daria and Diala were making breakfast. And Rihanna was hungry as usual. In Cindersap Forest, we went on a tree chopping adventure. And we got one of my favourite items in the game, the Magic Rock Candy. And then we brought Gus the albacore. We went into the preserves shed and got our preserves that were ready and refilled with sunberries to make some sunberry jelly. We went to the cat cafe yet again because Moon was after some help. Fern! Moon is trying to use the telescope. Moon heard Diala say you can see one of the planets very clearly now. But Moon is too small. Moon will never get to see the planet. Friend picks Moon up? Yes, please. Look at that gorgeous. Whoa, it's so pretty. Fern, take a look. You put Moon down to take a look. You see a small glowing spot. That was so cool. Thank you so much, friend. Moon appreciates you helping her out. I believe that was also the cutscene we needed before you can ask Moon to move in with you as well. It's a good thing we checked our attic, our keg attic, because everything was ready, so we harvested what we could and refueled as usual. It wasn't giving us a lot, but it was a nice little earner. And we went to bed for the night, granting us a total of 67,675. That enchanted mayonnaise really helps. Got another blossom coin. And Tamina at the Ferngill Vintners Association was writing to you as a budding grape grower to let you know of the different types of kegs available. Most farmers are available of the usual wooden keg. This is also a hardwood keg. This is part of the Ferngill wine mod that we have yet to delve into, but we will. Clint had a big job in the morning for us. And we picked up a help wanted quest, just some seaweed for Harvey, which we delivered. We then went to go and see Mi-young. Oh, Fern, I'm so glad you're here. We need your help if you can spare this old lady some of your time. I'm making Jumana's favourite dish, but it's a little complicated. If I don't have another set of hands helping me, I'll be here all day. Let's get to work. I'm ready. A little while later. It's done! It smells wonderful, doesn't it? Thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't have got it done on time if it weren't for your help. I'm going to take this over to Jumana. Would you like to tag along? Yeah, I'd love to. Let's get going then. Oh, hello, my dear. Maya told me you had a lot going on today, so I thought I'd help you make lunch to help lessen the load. Fern helped too, saved me quite a lot of time. We would have had dinner instead if I was working alone. Ah, Mi-young, this is such a wonderful surprise. You really didn't have to go through all the trouble. I wanted to. You deserve to be spoiled. I just can't be spoiling Silas all the time. There's more than enough for everyone. Let's head inside and have some lunch, shall we? I'll get the table set. Thank you again, both of you. Lunch was delicious. We had a great time. Thank you for the meal, my dear. I'm going to get my keys and head to work. Take care, my love. I'm glad you could join us, Fern. So not only did we have lunch with her, we also had dinner. Before Rasmodius pops in. Raz, we're old. You can't keep scaring us like that. I apologise for both the scare and the intrusion. Oh dear, what is it now? He hasn't returned my book yet. I informed him that I needed it back yesterday. I'm not done reading it yet, though. Hand it over, Silas. Not yet. I have 50 pages left. And here I thought I was done raising children. We went to Glimsap Hamlet and we had a really cute cutscene. What's in it, says Naveen. Just tomatoes, fresh basil and cheese. It's because it's simple, it's so good. You learned how to cook tomato salad. Cheese isn't my thing, but I'll try a bite. We're having some barbecue. Maddie caught more fishes than the two of us would eat. It looks amazing. I'll take some extra lemons with my fish, please. It's delicious. What a cool idea. We should do that more often. I must say, meals taste even better when I don't have to do the dishes. I didn't bring anything, so it's my way to contribute, says Naveen. I didn't bring anything either. You installed and started the barbecue, however. And it was quite a task. Well, it was nice. Who wants to take some leftovers? Do you want something? We'll take the fish. And we got a baked fish. We went to the Mount Vapius market on the Saturday and we've got access to the goose and the speckled fowl. And we got a speckled fowl called Foulis. And a little goose called Jemima. Celestine then welcomed us in and said that Adelaide and her were discussing various things and that I may be interested in some of the magazines they receive. They're a great way to know about more about the region and even contain gifts, and I will now receive magazines in the mail. We then had a newcomer. Mrs. Dubois, you may not remember me as it's a long time since we saw each other. I'm Odalis. Of course I remember you. You're my sister's grandson. How tall you are now. What a pleasure to see you again. Yeah, what a pleasure. I'm glad to hear that. I know we discussed this topic before by mail, but I wanted to come in person before settling things. My Lita's, her will was that I'd come here, see if I liked the place. Would this work for you, as you know I'm familiar with the business? I'd be happy to have you here. What about you? Are you coming here out of obligation? No, I assure you I'm not. Of course, it'd be premature to make any long-term plans yet, but I'm eager to be here, work in the place my Lita spoke so much about, and contribute to our family's business. Then we'll prepare a room for you. Moira, we'll have to put it in the second floor as the other rooms are regularly booked. You'll give me a hand? Sure. Please, I do not want to cause trouble. I can definitely set things myself. It wouldn't be right to make you do all this tedious work on the day you arrive. Let me help at least so I can start learning how you do things. I'm coming here to work after all. And those shelves are way too heavy for you anyway, Grandma. Ah, the energy of the youth. Well, if you insist, let me know when you'll come here so we can plan. I will do. Thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure to see you again, and you, Cousin Moira. I have some things to settle, but it shouldn't take long. A bit less than a week, I'd say. I'm really impatient to be back. So now we have Odalis in the mix. Moira didn't seem too happy with that. We also picked up a quest for sea urchins, so we needed to go and gather 5 of them. And we had the lovely cutscene of the Pilates group, I would say. I don't see anything wrong with Harvey joining in. I think it's good. We said hello to the raccoon, who chittered happily, snacking on some seaweed. We then had another cutscene with Daria and Diala, who said, what if she's a sad drunk? Oh my god, what if I'm an annoying drunk? I guess we'll have to find out, huh? You know I'll still like you no matter what kind of drunk you are. Oh, this is disgusting. Does that thing on the wall look like a frog to you too? Oh my god, it does. How did we never notice that before? What did the grape say when it got crushed? Nothing. It just let out a little whine. Oh, Diala. Alright, according to my very thorough analysis, you're a giggly drunk. Hey, you should come die down with me. The floor is nice and cold. We then went back to our farm cave to grab some more minerals and resources. And we used our mini obelisk to go to the Mount Vapius Star Cave, where we then opened up a new section of the map and saw a little cutscene with Mariam. Who took a deep breath. Oh, hi, Fern. She keeps her eyes closed a bit longer. I was speaking with Junimos. You know about them. You can see them? Oh, well, I can't, but I know they're here. They are like the wind. I don't need to see it. I know it's here. Luna can see them, but she also has a special connection to this place. I know that not all magic users can see them, and apparently not all people that see them are magic users. I'm content with not seeing them. I don't need that to feel a connection, and there's areas in my life when I wish I could change things. So I rejoice that on some I can simply enjoy things as they are. I'll stay a bit longer here. See you around. And with that, we went to bed, picking up level 10 combat as a brute. And with that, it was the last day of winter of year 1. A full year has gone through. We learned the cranberry candy recipe from the Queen of Sauce, and we went mining. I cannot believe that an entire year has gone past already. It was super quick. It felt like no time at all. It's only going to get even more exciting and interesting as we start to delve into the mods, really like nitty-gritty aspects of the crafting and all of the goodies that it's got to offer, all of the machines that the Wildflower mod adds, and Sunberry's residence. We really get into that in year 2. Year 3, I am hoping to go for the Mount Vapius more, because I know that there's been an expansion to that content as well, which is fantastic. And we will start to make some real money, and we will get closer in our goal to perfection. We finished off the year by tending to the animals on the spring farm, improving the interior of the coops and the barns, decorating, making sure that we had enough resource machines, and just generally spending the day. We read another buttons book from our resource converters, which were giving us some really good things at this point. And we went to bed. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video when we are in spring of year 2. Bye for now. Take care.